um, is more deep. Love making is beyond the physical act itself. Love making um, includes and not restricted to strong emotional connection, affection, care, um, like romantic bondings between two people. It goes beyond the physical act. It goes beyond it's more of the connection you have for that person. So this is my own simple understanding of love making and sex. Did you people hear me?
Very well. I heard you very clearly, and that was nice. I love your submission.
Thank you.
So this webinar is more of conversation. So based on what Miss Trauma was saying, she was like asking, okay, can I hear? Like, can we know your view on love making? Someone else can also drop in something, please. Not just one person. So go ahead and drop something too. While we're talking for my Trauma to come back, you think network is unstable? Or Miss Trauma, can you just go ahead? It seems no one has something to add to that. Sure, please just go ahead.
Please, can you hear me now? The network is really bad from my end.
Yes, we can hear you,
Hello?
please. We can hear you. Yes, we can
I'm
hear
so
you.
sorry. The network is crazy over here. Okay, I don't know if somebody has helped us with the definition of sex and lovemaking. If no one has, let me just go ahead with the class. Okay, from what I wrote down here on the difference between lovemaking and sex. Now, sex is an act of the penis and the vagina to have intercourse, like is an act whereby the penis gets into the the vagina, and it's between a man and a woman. It's a physical contact between two people, which is a man and a woman, for the process of bonding and reproduction. Then love making is a form of sexual activity characterized by emotional connection. So now you see the difference. Like in love making, there is an emotion in it, there is passion in it, there is intimacy in love making. But sex is just an act, maybe for people just want to like kill conji kind of. People just want to like bond. People just want to like okay, we'll just do them so that we go we go use and bond to kill because I want a baby. But the act of love making is quite different because it's an intentional act. It's so intentional that there is passion, there is fire. Like I just want to express my love to the one I feel something for. So people need to understand that there is a huge difference between making love and having sex. And unfortunately, in most marriages today in Nigeria, what we practice is sex instead of love making. That is why you always see most of the women, though I've made my research, and 8 out of 10 women I've spoken with, married women I've spoken with, when you talk about sex to them, it sounds boring. It sounds as if it's a cage. They'll be like, no, be just to knock, bump, chicken, chicken. And I will be like, why is she sounding like this? Why is she feeling this way? So it just dawned on me that they've been having sex and not love making. They've not been experiencing love making, they've been having sex. So, according to our topic, which is how couples can improve their sexual connection and satisfaction, for us to get to that stage, like for us to know how couples can improve, let's first of all check the roots. What are the causes? What really made couples to fall out of love with their spouses? What actually happened that made the fire in that marriage or that relationship to die or burn out? So one of the topic I'll be sharing, like the subtopic under the topic I'll be sharing, is common barriers that kills sexual satisfaction. And what I stated here clearly is number one, we have poor communication and unresolved conflicts. What do I mean by poor communication and unresolved conflicts? Now, we cannot argue with the fact that communication is the bedrock of every relationship, be it a relationship between a man and a woman, or any kind of relationship between two girls, two boys, two women, two men, man and woman, anything that has to do with human being, communication is the key. Communication is very, very, very important. We cannot we cannot sideline communication because it's the key to every successful relationship or marriage. Now, poor communication can actually make people not to understand themselves very well. As a man, as a woman, if you don't have good communication with your spouse, there are 50 or 70% chances that you people will, you people are going to have misunderstanding in that marriage, and at the end of the day you end up fighting over things that doesn't even make sense. Then unresolved conflict, maybe in a situation whereby, because there is poor communication between spouses, you have grudges. Maybe your spouse did something to you. You don't know how to communicate to, like, okay, darling, this is what you did. I don't like it and stuff like that. You, instead of you to communicate, you just keep it. You have a basket whereby you count scores for your partner. They did this, you put it in the basket. You don't do this one, number one. They did this again. You don't do this one, number two. You keep on counting. You keep on piling it up. And at the end of the day, it will get to the level whereby both of you cannot tolerate each other again. And before you know what is happening, marriage don't scatter, relationship don't scatter. So we should learn how to communicate very well with our spouses. We should also learn how to resolve issue that day. We should not allow any issue to cross that day. We should not allow any issue to see the breaking of the next day. We should try and resolve any issue. If you don't know how to communicate, then there is a problem. Then the second point here is shifting priorities and lack of time. Now, in these shifting priorities happen mostly when the couples have children. Maybe you are married and you get pregnant, children started coming. First of all, when you people got married, it was just you and your husband. And children, God now blessed you people with children. Children started coming in. You started shifting your attention from your husband. You now packed all the whole love and gave it to your husband, and gave it to your children rather, not your husband. Now you now neglected the innocent man. Or as a man, you now decided to pour your love on your children because you want them to be the best. You now neglected your wife. It's not supposed to be so. The love of husband and wife should be different from the love of father and children, mother and children. Children have their own space in the heart of each and every one of us. And the love of your spouse should be your number one priority before that of the children. We should not mix it up. We should not neglect our spouses because we have children. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. Then lack of time. In that aspect of lack of time, sometimes it might has to do with our career, our job, our businesses, because we want to be successful, because we are so busy pursuing money, we are so busy trying to create financial stability. We now neglect the love of our life. We now neglect the attention we should show to our spouses. We should try to balance everything. Fine, it's good to be financially stable, and it's also good to still maintain the love of your husband or your wife in your heart. Not just putting it in your heart, you need to express it, you need to show it out. Balance is the key. We just need to balance everything. We need to balance. Now, the next point is fading spark and over familiarity. What do I mean by fading spark? Fading spark in the sense that maybe that thing that attracted you to your spouse from the onset, all of a sudden the thing comes start to dey boring because you don't see the man finish or you don't see the woman finish. Like you are too familiar, you are too comfortable to the extent that the respect you are supposed to give to this person, you no longer value it, you no longer see that respect. You no longer see that respect, you no longer value this respect. Like I don't to know this person. Like according to one adage, there will be like not too much of open teeth because how are you? Like when you don't oversee somebody so much, you will not value the person, you can't see the person finish. We should learn how to
Mm.
create boundaries. We should. We should
Yes.
just learn how to create boundaries. The fact that you they see your spouse nakedness, you they see your wife nakedness, you they see your husband nakedness, that doesn't give you the right to look down on that person, or maybe I don't see this person finish. Waiting remain. No, we should learn how to create
Exactly.
boundaries. We should. Boundary is the key. We should just learn how to create boundaries so that that spark will not fade away. Then the next point now is neglecting physical health and appearance. What do I mean by that? For that neglecting physical health, sometimes you might have health challenges that needs medical attention. Okay, let me talk from the woman's perspective. Maybe Mr. Williams, you will help me from the male perspective. Now, me, I want to speak on the woman's perspective. Now, as a woman, for example, you you there is something we call toilet infection. And toilet infection comes whereby you use a public toilet, like a restroom where multiple people use, and you're not careful enough, then you now contacted infection from that toilet. Now, the moment your body senses it as a woman that, oh, it be like say I don't catch infection, oh, you are supposed to take action. You are supposed to be proactive that moment. Go and see a doctor. Run out take just go and see a doctor. Let them do a vaginal swab test for you to know the kind of infection you are battling with, so that they will give you the right medication to take care of yourself. But no, most women will be like, ah, make I do concussion, make I read from social media. They go need some one or two concussion. Some of them will even tell you to peel garlic and insert it in your vagina. Your vagina no be vegetable made dey cook now, sister. Why you go dey put garlic inside your vagina? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't at all. The best thing to do at that moment is to go and see a doctor. Let them test to know what exactly is wrong with you. Then they will give you the right treatment. You get. Then after treating that, you know that you are healthy and you are fit for your husband to have access to your body and harness every goodness in that body. You understand? Don't just keep yourself, because the moment you neglect that health aspect and you decide to, like, okay, make I just dey manage this thing, before you know, you will start smelling down there. You'll be smelling like rotten fish or rotten egg. And no man will want to put his mouth close to that vagina. Tomorrow now you'll be like, my husband no one give me head, or my husband no one knock me. Why you gonna knock you? Now you go put mouth for that kind of place. You get, we should just learn how to take care of ourselves as women. We should learn how to do things right as women. Your body is your temple. Please take care of your body. It's very, very important. We should take care of our body. Also, as a woman, we can also have issues with painful sex, probably because of the dryness of your vagina. Then maybe you don't want to like, I don't want anything sex to irritate you, because whenever you have it, you have bruises, and that bruises is as a result of dryness from your vagina. If it's something that has to do with like it's medical, please see a doctor so that they will handle it properly. But if it's not medical issues, maybe you are this kind of person that you need a lot of foreplay and touching before your body can release its natural juice for your man to enjoy your body. Please talk to your man about it. That is why I emphasized on communication from the very onset. All right. Then for the main aspect, please, Mr. Williams, can you throw more light on that, please? Mr. Williams?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I believe all of us here, we are Africans and we are Nigerians, and we understand how the economy is. There's something you need to really understand. As a woman, this is me speaking from the men's perspective. As a woman, do everything possible to pay attention to your partner finance. Your husband is back from work. Try to be interested on how his finance is going on, because a man's finance can actually affect his romance with you. When a man's finance is not going well, it can actually affect his romance with you, can actually affect his direction with you. So sometimes when you see your partner withdrawing from sex, there's something bothering him. There is something bothering him. In 2023, I was having a little issue with my house rent. I couldn't pay my house rent, and money was not coming the way I expected. It it really affected my. There's many things that affected a man's things is mind, and this is what we call mental erection before penile erection. If the mind is not stable, then it must be a mental erection before the penile erection, because sex does not start from the private part; it starts from the brain, it starts from the mind. So if the mind is stable, it will definitely help you. So one of the things that actually help that actually contribute to men withdrawing from sex with their partner, that kills that bonding, is unstable finances. I have interviewed, I have counseled a lot of men these few days, more than 10 men from different African countries and mostly Nigerian. Most of them always complain about losing interest with their partner, that's internal bonding. And when I go deep into the root of the matter, I realize that the problem is not even sex. The problem is finance. It contributes to it. And another thing you also need to understand from the men's perspective as a man, thank both men and women, as a man, you need to understand sometimes what it takes to satisfy a woman is not doing how long sex is. It is how satisfied the woman is. You see, a lot of African men has been brainwashed to know that you need to last long to satisfy a woman. No, you don't need. You just need to understand what like be focused on satisfaction over duration. You see, the difference between sexual duration and sexual satisfaction. And if you miss sexual satisfaction, you have missed everything. A lot of women in their marriages are not satisfied. They are just bearing the pains of sex. This is why I keep telling some men and some African women that if marriage certificate had an inspiring date, a lot of people will not renew their stuff. They will not renew it. People are in their marriages, and most marriages in Africa is permissive will of God. It's not. will, but people are just enduring. They don't even hear from God. That's why when you end up marrying someone that they can't even talk with, you see, you stay in the same house and you're having. So you see, all these things contribute to your sex life. See, most of the problem that is affecting our sex life is not the sex itself. They are roots. They are little foxes. They are little foxes. And because of it, start asking your the main thing, the main one. Because when the marriage bed is not shaking, the marriage can definitely shake. You see, don't be deceived. The main thing about marriage is sex. Let me not lie to you. The main thing in marriage is sex. Some of you here, someone like Miss Sylvia, she can actually hire me to be a laundry guy. She can hire me to do a lot of stuff. Okay, let me say her husband can hire me to be a laundry guy. They can hire me to be their cook, their chef. But her husband cannot hire me to be satisfying the wife. So you cannot delegate intimacy. The real essence, the most important thing in marriage is the intimacy aspect of it. So all these things I just mentioned, finances, lack of communication, all these things contribute to you not having a fulfilling intimate life. And lastly, before I give room for our guests to continue, one of the things that also contribute to it is that a lot of men don't actually understand their body. They don't understand their body and they're not eating the right meal. As a man, there are so many meals that is not good for you. You I'm not saying that alcohol is bad or good, but you need to be intentional. You need to have control over it. You need to drink responsibly because alcohol and too much fried food it affects a man's sexual health. That's some that actually good for your sexual health. And with this, when you keep on eating it, it's piled up, and it will affect your erectile function. This is why you keep having erectile dysfunction and so many things. Erectile dysfunction and so many things. So be intentional about the kind of food you are eating. If I eat more of fruits, like when I see, I believe everyone is Nigerian. When I see someone eating Coke, so that like they'll drink with Okpa, I'll be like, Jesus Christ, what is this to die? It's very unhealthy. You're going for Okpa, why not drink it? Why not go with Zobo and Okpa? It's very healthy because soda is not good for our sexual health. Both the male and both the female, it's not actually good because all the stuff that came. You see, if we take very well, most of our grandparents they live very long. Why? Because they were eating food that was not even processed. Currently now I saw that there is what we call pan fried rice. That is a fried rice. I'm like, what? So you see, we need to be intentional about our meal because it all affect our intimate life. So I'm going to come back to this. So let me. So, Shoma, please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams, for that talk. I really appreciate. At least I've learned something from you today. All right. The last point here on common barriers that kill sexual satisfaction is being selfish. What do I mean by being selfish? Selfish in the sense that when you are meeting with your husband sexually, most women they'll just like they are just after their own satisfaction. They'll allow the man to do the whole work. They'll just lie down there like log of wood. The man will just do the work alone, and at the end of the day, the same thing happens all over and all over again. It's not fair now. At least this sex of a thing or love making rather, it should be a mutual something. It should be something that is intentional. Both parties must be involved. If the man does his own part, you too, you do your own part, everybody will be okay. We should not be selfish. Then for the men too, sometimes you just go direct to the point. You are just after coming. You're not after the foreplay aspect. That part too makes the woman to be irritated. She'll be like, ah, no be just make the man just enter. You no go even touch me, you no go even kiss me, you no go even do anything. I don't make him day. You see, gradually people will start losing interest in this thing called love making, which is not good, which is not bad. We should try and be selfless when it comes to the art of love making. Now, another thing is that kills sexual satisfaction. Now we'll be moving to the next phase after we've stated the barrier. So what next? What can we do to bring back the spark? What can we do to rebuild this? So we'll be looking at the topic rebuilding emotional closeness and trust. Now, under this rebuilding emotional closeness and trust, let's look at the topic forgiveness. Now, don't forget, we just went through the barriers, the causes, what can make people to lose interest in sex. Now, we are talking about how to rebuild it. Now, number one way to rebuild is to forgive. No matter anything your spouse have done to you, whether they've cheated, maybe they are greedy, they are self-centered, they don't see you finish, they don't look down on you, for you to forge ahead in this journey of couples to know how to bring back that spark. The number one thing we need to do as human beings is to forgive. Let's decide to forgive. Forgive whatever thing you hold against your husband or against your wife. Learn to forgive and let go. Don't visit the past. Once you've forgiven, don't talk about the past anymore. Let the past stay in the past and look forward to the future. Now, the number two is take responsibility. This taking of responsibility has to do with the men, oh, because especially my dear African men, Nigerian men, I hear you now, when I know this, when I know sabi take responsibility. You people like shifting blames, you like abortioning blames to other people. Something will happen instead of you to chest it, you'll be like, no, I'm the man. Why I won't take admit am? No, now you not taking that responsibility, it hurts your wife, it hurts the person you think or you say you love. Try and take responsibility. If you do something, own up to it, apologize, move on, and don't do that again. Now, the third point is being open and have a honest communication. Being open, what do I mean by being open? Be open, be vulnerable to your spouse. Open up to your spouse. Talk about your fears, your dreams, your insecurities. Please talk to your spouses about it, especially men. Make una no dey do say na man I be, na man I be, una go dey chest some things, una go dey hide am. People will be dying in silence. Please, since you've said you love this person, please learn how to be open. It's all right to feel insecure. Be it a man or a woman, we are all human beings. It's fine, it's good for you to be insecure. Please talk to your spouse about your insecurities. Talk to your spouse about your dreams. Talk to your spouse about what you want, how you want to be touched, what you want to do, the position you want, and stuff like that. Please be open. Communication still remains the key. Now, the next point is to be consistent. What do I mean to be consistent? After you've decided to forgive your spouse, they've learned how to take responsibility. You guys have opened up to a lot of things and you are being honest with each other. Communication have set in your relationship. The next thing is being consistent. Being consistent means something you practice on daily basis. You'll notice that something you keep on doing over time, it will become part of you. And that thing becoming part of you will become your character. It will not make you who you are. You will not see that doing little things for your spouse, like for example, your wife dey cook, maybe she's making stew. While she's busy making stew on the other end of the gas, you as the man can be boiling rice for her from the other end. You people will be doing things together without a division of labor, like okay, this one a man work, this one a woman work. By the time you people do things together as husband and wife, over time. It will even become part of you. You no go even fit sit down for parlour when your wife dey kitchen dey cook. Learn to do things together with your spouse. Learn to be open with your spouse. Learn to bond with your spouse. The moment you continue doing that, it will become part and parcel of you. So the next point now I'll be going to, which is the number three part. I've spoken. Don't forget that I spoke about common barriers that kill sexual satisfaction. Then I spoke about rebuilding emotional closeness and trust, which entails decide to forgive, take responsibility, open and honest conversation, consistency. Now, the next point I'll be going to now is understanding intimacy beyond connection. So, how do we achieve this um, intimacy beyond connection? Now, couples, we need to cultivate emotional safety, vulnerability, and intentional shared experience by creating a safe space, and we should learn to be fully seen, heard, and accepted without the fear of being judged. Now, what I wrote down here as one of the number one key to understanding intimacy beyond connection is build emotional safety and vulnerability. And what do I mean by that? We should, just like I made mention at the end of the other topic, I said um, we should be transparent with our fears, with our needs, our dreams, our insecurity. Then also we should learn to have active listening ears. We should listen more to what our spouse are saying, both the spoken words and the unspoken words. We should not be quick to judge them. We should not be quick to give advice. Sometimes what we need is a shoulder to lean on when we cry, when we complain. Just listen to us. Listen to what, pay attention to every details your spouse is telling you. Just pay attention. Most time that is all what we need. We don't need your contribution, we don't need your advice. Just a listening ears to listen to our complaint. We want to be seen, want to want to like allow ourselves to be like our ownness, both our strengths, our and our flaws, to be seen by our spouse without being judged. So we should learn how to listen to our spouses. We should learn how to look at their body language and know when they are saying even the unspoken things that they don't want to say. Now, the second point under understanding intimacy beyond connection is we should cultivate the non physical intimacy types. What do I mean by this? Now, to cultivate non physical intimacy types, it has to do with one, spirituality, like spiritual intimacy. We should learn to connect on deeper level through shared values and meditation and appreciating nature together. Bonding with your partner should go far beyond having sex. We should learn how to connect our body, soul, and spirit with our spouses. Our spirit should align with that of our spouse. We should align with our spouses spiritually so that when their physical body is not saying, maybe their physical body is saying one thing, we should get a spiritual alert that no, this is what they actually mean. We should learn to connect with our spouses spiritually. Also, we should be intentional on our daily practices. Just like I mentioned that I gave an example that you can assist your wife in the kitchen. We should also learn how to create memories together with our spouses. You know, memories are the only thing people cannot take away from you. Like in old age, what will keep both of you going are the memories you people shared when you people are young. You can create memories by traveling together. You can try new hobbies together. You can do house chores together. You can share moments together. Please,
Take back
spouses,
together.
husband and wife. Yes, husband and wife, please. Can we do away with our phones whenever we are together? Phones has been a lot of issues in a lot of homes. You will see husband and wife, they will come back after eating. The next thing, wife don't carry phone. Husband don't carry phone. Which one are they press? Man and woman go dey house, so you people cannot even communicate with each other. The only communication you people have is good morning or good night, or when you people want to pray and go to bed, or when you want to collect money from the man, or when you serve the man's food and you tell the man that your food is ready. Come on now. We should learn to reduce our activities on phones. We should drop phones and try to communicate with our spouses. We should learn how to drop our phones and communicate with our spouses. Let's pay attention to what our spouses are saying. We should, when you come back from work, have a special moment with your spouse whereby you share how your day went, you crack joke, you can gist your spouse anything. Talk to them about your day. You can talk to them about anything. Maybe a new business idea that you have, share it with your spouse. Both of you can put heads together. Talk to that person. The person you start with to say, I do. You took an oath before everybody, before God. So why are you people not acting as strangers in your home? Why are you allowing social media? Why are you allowing your gadgets, your phones to distract you from bonding with your spouse? Please, we should learn how to create memories together. You can go on vacations. If the children are going to distract you, if you have trusted family members, you can drop your children with that family member. Just you and your husband go on vacation, go on honeymoon again, create that bond again. Try to like get to know this person over and over again and know what has upgraded in the life of that your spouse so that you two will match up to that person's standard. Now, lastly on this topic, understanding intimacy beyond connection, we'll be talking about shifting mindset. You have to do with your mindset. A lot of people have entitlement mentality. A lot of people have mentality that doesn't even make sense. I don't know, maybe from when they are growing up, what they see their own parents doing, or the people they live with. Maybe some of them have this mindset that it's okay for a man to talk down on a woman, or it's okay for a woman to like demand money from the husband, and when the husband gives her money, it's not her right to say yes. After all, and the man right to provide for. No, there are some mindsets we just need to unlearn. We need to drop that mindset. We need to unlearn some things, drop some attitudes so that we will learn new things for the betterment of our home. For example,
You're right.
we should learn to be appreciative. Okay, I can hear you, Mr. Williams. Go
I
ahead.
eh, yeah. Let me put something there because this is one of the most biggest issue that we're having in marriages today and relationship. A lot of people are not on learning, and I've come to realize that life is not really all about learning new things. Anything you want to learn is not really new. It has already been done. It has already been there. Life is all about unlearning, and unlearning is very hard. You see, most of men are very rigid. They're not flexible in character, in habits, in learning, and in building in intimacy with their partner because intimacy is not built on the bed. It's built beyond the bedroom. It's not built inside the bedroom. It's built outside the bedroom. It's actually what you do outside sex that keeps you together. Sex is just an expression of a one side of intimacy. So you see, a lot of men are not learning, and I've come to realize that the first school of marriage is not the one you attend when you wanted to get married. The first school of marriage is your family, is your upbringing, is how you saw your mom treated your dad, how you saw your dad treated your mom. That is where you learn marriage from. So you see, in this generation, a lot of men cannot give to their women. Why? Because they did not receive well, they did not learn well. And in life, you cannot give what you did not receive well. So one of the reasons why men are not on learning, the way a man treats you, the way a man treats you, come from a place of how he watch his dad treat his mom. This is why if you're a single person here, you need to be very intentional. Pay attention to how your boyfriend is treating his mom, because that's how. That's how it's going to treat you. People learn unconsciously from where they were growing up, from upbringing, from peers, from social media, from a lot of places. This is why social media is doing us more harm than good. You come back from work as a man, instead of you to sit down and discuss some conversation with your wife, or whenever you have issues, instead of you to come to trusted people that can actually help you, people like Madam Choma, they can actually help you. You are there, going on social media to learn rubbish. This is why there's something I saw Mama Choma did when we started posting about this class. She shared a link, and all of a sudden I saw like almost like 10 of her friends that joined me. I'm like, wow, this is nice. This simply means that she has an healthy a circle of friends. You see, this circle of friends, they are people that they are ready to learn. And if care is not taken, if you check them very well, whenever they have serious issue with their life, they share among themselves and they try to sort it out instead of going to social media and listening to an influencer with trauma. So I would like to summarize everything by saying that a lot of men, a lot of people in this generation, a lot of women, they are married to men with trauma, men with childhood trauma, and with this it's difficult to learn from them, especially if these men are not flexible. It's hard, so it will take time, and this is why we are here to give you strategies. So thank you so much. Continue, my mama. Mama, please continue.
Sorry, the network. All right. The next point we'll be talking about, and this point, sorry, I can see a lot of persons that I know personally, especially people that I know from the church, they are on this platform. So let me apologize in advance. This last part of the conversation is kind of practical. I'll be saying a lot of raw things. So with all due respect, ma, with all due respect, sir, if you see me for road, don't look me as if I be one bad girl. No verse. Because this aspect I want to talk about is something the church is shy about. They don't want to say it openly, whereas that is what is killing the home. So Emma be no sir, Emma be no mal. I'll be raw. I will say it is the way it is. All right, this next part is practical tips for stronger sexual connection. Let me do a recap before I proceed. Now we started with the topic already. The topic is how couples can improve sexual connection and satisfaction. Then we started by differentiating between sex, the act of sex, and love making. Then we went further to state the barrier. We went further to state the common barrier that kills sexual satisfaction, which under it we mentioned poor communication, unresolved conflict, shifting priorities, and lack of time, fading sparks and over familiarity, neglecting physical health and appearance, then being selfish. Then after that, we went further. After we've seen the barrier, we went further to talk about rebuilding emotional closeness and trust. Which number one point on that is you need to decide to forgive. Like you need to forgive your spouse, no matter whatever your spouse has done to you. Forgive and start all over. Then we looked at take responsibility. We also saw open to be open and honest, to have an open and honest communication. Then we saw consistency. Then the third aspect is understanding, which we just finished discussing, which is understanding intimacy beyond connection, which entails to build emotional safety and vulnerability, cultivate non-physical intimacy type, and shifting mindset. So that is that. So the fourth point now is practical tips for stronger sexual connection. So for this part now, the number one thing we need to do as a man, as a woman, especially my gender, women, especially my gender, let's drop the act of pretense. Yes, we need to drop that act of pretense, especially the most religious people among us. Una sabi pretend though, sorry to say. You people will be, I don't know whether na shame, abi na pretend I won't call am, but which whatsoever the situation might be, let's drop that act of pretense or being shy. Let's drop it. How your husband go wan touch you in a certain way, you go dey like dey hold body. This man don pay bride price o, na im property be that o. If you wan dissect you, if you wan hang your leg, if you wan do snake in the monkey shadow style, na im property. Open am well, open am make the thing, or maybe your husband wants to sleep with you. You say wait make night reach or go and off the light. Aunty I don understand. Off the light as in how? Why is it that it's only in the night you people are making love? What happened to daytime? What happened to making love, owning the lights on so that you be seeing the face of the person you are knocking? What happened to that? Una like darkness. Wetin be that? Una no, una dey shy, but the result of the knacking wey una knack, which is belle, una go proudly say I am a mother. Una dey show off say una be mother, but una dey shame say una dey knack. I don't understand. Please, the number one part we need to do is let's drop that pretense. Abeg, make we drop am. Make we drop am because if you don't, I don't think you can practice any of the things I want to teach this night. Let's drop that act. Then the number two part
Very
again that we need to do is communication. Okay, sir, you want to say something?
yeah, I said that's actually the one that's from the men, one from the men's
Aspect.
from the woman's side. Now, from the men's side, another thing is that as a man, understand, have emotional intelligence. Work on your emotional intelligence. The women are trying a lot. The day I try to cook have soup and make stew. Honestly, I spent 4 hours. That was when I appreciated a woman's effort. Like just to prepare farm soup, I ended up saying to myself, I will never try this shit again. See, a woman, very stressful. She will cook soup for you, do this for you, prepare the home, and you come back. You cannot even read the body language, and you are telling Madam climb bed. Don't you know that a woman will need strength to have sex with you? Read emotional intelligence. This woman, you are watching nonsense football, watching Arsenal club. Arsenal will be say they go still lose. They are still watching match. Will be say they go still lose. They no go carry cup. You can't even enter the kitchen and support your wife. You can't. You are saying, I'm not the kitchen type, I'm not the this type. Jesus Christ that died for you. Was he the dying type? No, was he the dying type? See, we should, as a man, work on the emotional intelligence, work on it. The woman is struggling on its own, doing everything on its own. Try to assist, try to mop the house, try just say this thing is a partnership. It is your wife. You see, I keep telling women, I keep telling some women that that I am not marrying you because I want to cook. I'm an Akwa mind, and I'm an Akwa mind, and there's nothing I cannot cook. So I'm not marrying you to come and stay in the kitchen for me. No, I'm marrying you so that we can be personal and fulfill the purpose of God in our life. So if I have money, I can hire a cook for me. Your wife is not your cook. She's just occupying that office. So don't just delegate everything to woman. You see some men, they look so young and fresh, but the wife is old, wrinkles on full face. Why? The woman is struggling on its own. So women, if we want to build sexual connection, the first thing from the man's perspective is that understand emotional intelligence. Even if your woman, like Mama Joma said, he said, something where you don't pay bride price for, say no your property. Yes, it's your property, but not going to be property and not going to allow the property to rest. Otherwise, you rack up the property will no longer be attractive because one of the reason why they look older than the husband, now the man cause them. You see some women, their face are very young, their hand is very strong. They don't wash clothes tired, and the man is not. He's saying, I'm not the washing type, I'm not the. Jesus Christ that died for you, was it the dying type? So
advising is that please, men, let's work on our emotional intelligence. I know it's your property, but know when to use the property and know when to support the property too. Understand boundaries. Yes, it's your body too. It's her body, but there's also boundaries. Respect boundaries. When a woman say no, just try and obey. Thank you. Please continue, my mama.
Thank you so much, sir. But you gave me stray bullets now. How will you mention Arsenal, my own Arsenal? How about sir? How about sir?
Arsenal on the win cup.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Okay, so
Choma,
the
thank
next
you. I bet me one now. I know they play with us now. I know they play with us now. He touched me too. He touched my heart too. I go
don't
see
vex,
us now.
Mr.
Go
Joe.
soon lose.
Don't forgive her. Don't forgive her. Don't vex. Okay. The next point now is communication. Now, communication, just like I said, is the key to a healthy and good relationship. Now, when you people have gone like physical, when I want do the do, learn to communicate with your husband or your wife. Maybe as a man, you get wetin one style make you want make your wife give you. No shame. Tell your wife wetin you want. You as the woman, if your husband tell you, no come say no, except it's something that you know is that will affect your health. Like I've had instances where a man is asking the wife for um anal sex, like you wan collect from where shit dey comot. Dat one, me I no support dat one. But if you know say you get mind as a woman, you wan satisfy, you wan do pass yourself satisfy, you on your own o. So when learn how to communicate with your spouse how you want to be touched. Tell them how you want your legs to be raised, how you want to be kissed, how you want your breast to be played with, how you want your breast to be sucked, how you want your clitoris to be touched. Learn how to communicate. Because if you don't communicate, the man not the Merlin now. You don't get magical power to take know wetin dey inside your heart to come dey do am for you. Learn how to speak up. That is why I said number one thing is for you to stop the pretense. Not the shame. Throw away that pretense. Once you don't throw away that pretense, you'll be able to communicate better with your spouses. Now, the next point is physical intimacy. Now, this physical intimacy has to do with the step by step on how to touch a woman. And I can throw small light on a man's part, then Mr. Williams can help us to finish it. But for this part now, let's have it in mind that great sex starts even before una comot cloth. Any amazing sex, e don start before una even don dey tear una pants and boxers. An amazing sex, number one, starts with a good foreplay. Like better foreplay o. No be some I dey hear story say some men you go wan sleep with your wife, you go just go straight to the point. Wetin be that? Wetin happen to kissing? Wetin happen to smooching? Wetin happen to fingering? Wetin happen to spanking the clitoris? Play with your thing. Allow the woman make e generate her natural juice. Una sometimes una go dey even dey waste una money say una dey go buy lubricant to dey put some of una go dey use spit. Wetin be that? Spit wey get bacteria. At the end of the day, the woman go dey scratch wetin e no good for yansh. Whereas she have the natural goose, the natural juice in her body that will even make the sex more pleasant and enjoyable. Now, for that woman to release the goodness from her body to make the sex more sweet, you need to do foreplay with her. Now, what is foreplay? Foreplay is the art of, it entails a lot of things. Like you can start with kissing, you can plant gentle kiss on her lips. Then before you go into the deeper kiss, whereby una go dey exchange saliva, una go do French kiss. You know that kind of French kiss, wey say you don kiss, 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 you go put tongue, him too go put tongue and stuff like that. Una go kiss. From the kiss as una dey kiss, una body don join together, una hand too dey work. Maybe the man hand fit dey for fit grab the woman buttocks. You too, as the man grab your buttocks, you too find wetin you go grab. No just stay there dey confused. Make your hand too dey work wonders for the man body. You know, from the kissing, you can go down to the neck. You can put your tongue in his ear to send some kind of crazy sensation that okay, guy are ready for you, babe are ready for you. You can go down to the breast as the man, you can suck her nipple, you can, as you're sucking one, your hands are on the other one, playing with it. Then you can go down the stomach, the abdomen, use your tongue, do wonders. That tongue nobody to wetin tongue dey for again for test, but nobody to test food. Your wife too na food, test am. Na food in another
Mm.
dimension. So test your wife, use your tongue, play with every. Let me tell you one secret about women. We get plenty G spot o. There are some women whereby if you are kissing them, it turns them on. There are some women you need to lick the back of their ear. So put your tongue inside their ear, you go turn them on. Why some women you see this spinal cord for their back? Use your tongue. Buy ice cream, get block, something cold, make your tongue cold. Use the tongue as a code like that. Use a run line for that spinal cord. You go see the kind of sensation wey you go send for the woman body. You go dey do the woman like make she tell your boss start, no understand start the main action. No start the main action. One, keep on playing with her like that so that she go want you. She go dey release more juice down there. You no go stress you when you eventually penetrate her. You understand? Learn the art of foreplay. Learn that act very well. Then from that abdomen, the stomach side, then you can go down to the vagina. Eat the vagina. Eat that pussy. Eat am. Brother, the only food you want to eat that pussy now. Kilele, eat that pussy, please. Eat it. That pussy is meant for eating. Eat it. And pussy get way wey dey take dey touch am o. No be say you go touch am anyhow because it's very tender. It's very soft. You understand? That is the way you touch it. You can't go cause wound for am. Or maybe as you dey lick am, your teeth come, your up teeth come mistakenly jam with the down teeth, and the clitoris dey in between. You can't go bite and comot. You na too dey careful for that part o. It's something you need to handle. Pamper it as a baby. There is a way you use your tongue and you know just like you lick lollipop when you are kids, then you go put the sweet for your mouth, your tongue go dey wrap the this thing like snake. That is the way you eat the pussy. You can go up, you can go down, you can even tongue fuck her. Like what I mean by tongue fuck her, make your tongue enter that hole, use and dey play like make the thing dey do up blah 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 and stuff like that. Then after you don finish that one, you fit put your hand there on top of the clitoris. There is a way you place your hand on the clitoris, especially when it has released a lot of juice. You can there's I will make I on my camera, make I explain better. Sorry, my church member, Mona no vex. If na see me for rehearsal tomorrow, Mona come off face. So thank you. Okay. Um, can you see me? All right.
Yeah. We can see you. We can see you.
Okay. Let's take for example. Now pussy be this. This is the vagina, and the clitoris is located here. Now, that act of foreplay has made that place to be extremely and super wet. What you need to do, normally you use these two fingers, or you can use this finger, anyone made it comfortable. But for me, I dey prefer these two fingers if my man won't use them for me. Use these two fingers, place it on the clitoris. You can start gently, like you are rubbing it gently. And as you're doing it, have eye contact with your woman so that you will know whether she dey enjoy am or maybe she dey feel pains there. Just like Mr. Williams said, he said we should learn the men should learn the art of emotional intelligence. That is another part where this comes in play. As you dey touch the clitoris, like you dey touch am like this, you dey rub am, you dey smoosh the thing. As you dey smoosh am, dey watch her body language so that you go know when to stop or when to increase the rhythm of the music wey you dey play on top of that clitoris. So as you dey rub am like this, dey rub am, you need to increase the tempo at some stage when she don dey mourn high, like she don dey make sound like oh baby, oh push. You go dey rub am. The more she dey mourn, the more you dey rub the thing. Then at some point, you fit spank am just like una dey spank bum bum. If una dey do doggy, there's a way men spank the bum bum. You can also spank that clitoris. like, but no slap am too much. On a spank, I talk. Oh. You can spank it like you get. Then when you spank it, that there is a way the woman will feel. Then continue with that aspect of spanking it, and you can increase the volume of the movement of your hand when you are rubbing the clitoris. You will see it takes between 30 to 90 seconds when you continue and make you dey steady, make you dey consistent for that act. Before you know, your woman go reach cloud nine. Any woman wey never reach cloud nine, explain to your husband. Make you do this, make I dey tell you now. If you not reach cloud nine, I
Definitely.
will send you the recharge card. So that is
So
that. Sorry, let me off my camera. Okay, Mr.
so
Williams, I'm with
so
you. You
Mama,
wanted to say something.
yeah, let me throw more light in coming from the perspective of sexual health. You made mention of
Another
I've
sex.
forgotten what you meant. No. Lubricants. Let me throw more
Okay.
light on that so that it will not be as if lubricant is not important. You get. See, as a
Okay.
man, you need to one thing as a man or a woman. One thing you need to understand is that one thing that makes a woman not to wait easily. Number one is hormonal imbalance. I have counseled a lot of women on this that has to do with this stuff. They'll be like, okay, how can I work on my sex life because I'm having hormonal imbalance, and most of this stuff can contribute to something like PCOS. So when a woman is struggling with these two things, it's very hard for her to be wet. And another thing that makes a woman not to be easily wet is stress, 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 and
Exactly.
yes, stress and weakness of the body. She's just so stressed, mental stress and physical stress. It also contributes to it. Number three is her mind is not there. Her mind is not there. You are just trying to force her. Her mind is not there. See, when, like I always said, sex start from the mind before the body. So the body is just a response to what the mind has already accepted. So you see, these things contribute to woman not being weight. Number three things that makes a woman not to be weight is that you as a man, you don't know how to do the work. You don't know where and where to touch to do the work. So aside from you not touching well, we should not just forget the fact that there are also health factors that contribute to a woman not being wet. With this is when you need to go and get lubricant. Why medication? You this is where you need this lubricant to continue your job, to help the flow, to help her get weight until when she's done with her medication while she's still undergoing her treatment. So lubricant is very important. But aside from using lubricant, we should also need to understand why she's not always wet. Because I've come across cases like this. So when a woman, you as a woman, if you're on this call and you're not always wet, aside from always using lubricant all the time, go for a proper medical checkup because it is not normal. It is not normal. You as a woman, you are not wet. In fact, according to research, you as a woman, you should be wet under 2 minutes of a man touching your body. Under 2 minutes of a man even touching you. I I know of a lady that I was dating back then. Like when once you just start talking to her about all this nonsense stuff, she's gone. Like she's just gone. Her body is super reactive. So you see, as a woman, your body is supposed to be like that. So I just wanted to throw more light about the sexual health so that it's not be as if lubricant is not all that important. It's important, but it is not. It according to the design, it was not designed for we to be outsourcing our sexual health, our sexual intimacy to artificial products like lubricants. Meanwhile, the natural one is there. Properly, your man does not know how to touch you very well. Like Mama Christie said, he said lay down the clitoris. See, guys, you need to use your hands and play keyboard inside the clitoris. Touch it as if your life depends on it. See, when a woman's open her leg for you to knock her, don't pity her. Don't pity her. See, eat her as if the world is ending tomorrow. A woman is opening her leg for you. It's not saying you should pity her. He's saying, no, I want to take it easy on her. What's wrong with you? See, do her to the extent that she will tell you thank you. I can boldly tell you that
I can boldly tell you that here, if I should handle the woman, when you stand up, you will tell me thank you. I'm not bragging because first of all, because first of all, there's something you need to understand. Mama Christie said something. He said, Mama Choma said something. He said, you guys need to communicate. See, you need to communicate first before you even start to have sex. Ask your partner, oh, how do you like me to touch you? Did you enjoy that last one? Babe, did I try? Ah, come on, do you like it? Okay, what else should I do? See, tell her. See, if a woman can, as a man, if a woman cannot tell you well done, you have not done a great job. Oh. So don't
Gaskiya
really
ne,
be
you're right.
don't really be after saying I want to last 12 hours today on bed. No, refrain that your mindset. Say I want to satisfy my partner today. And how can you satisfy her? You can only satisfy her when she's in control of sex. A woman is the controller of that bedroom. She's the one to tell you, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. So you need to know where in her body that can actually move her. Like sometimes, like Mama Krista said, put ice blocks in your mouth, talk to her in your ear, lick that her ear. That thing turns a woman crazy. You see, you see that vein from the neck to the ear. Try to romance those sides. It makes a woman turns on. Beli- See, my final point is to summarize this. My point is don't pity a woman when she open her leg to you. Thank you. Continue, my mama.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. You just made mention of one of the points I wanted to raise, which is don't try to impress the woman. No, most men, they want form 007. Like, the one you want to impress, they should drop that mindset of trying to impress the woman. They should connect with her so that this thing goes sweet. You understand? Don't try, as a man, don't try to impress her. Just release yourself. Learn to connect with her so that it will not be sex you are having with her. It's going to be love making. The another thing you should try not to do is try not to be predictable. What do I mean by that? Um, the same pattern. Anytime you meet your woman, anytime you meet your man, now the same pattern. She don't already know your next move. She don't know say after una comot clothes, you no go even suck breast, you no go even kiss. The next thing, you go just open pants. The next thing, you don't enter. And after you don't come finish, you no even send whether she come or not. You don't release you don't turn back, you don't even leave herself. You go just turn back saying na sleep, you want sleep. Wetin be that? Woman never reach cloud nine. Who you want leave her for to carry and reach cloud nine? That's why you will notice that most women, after the husband must have done whatever they think that they are doing, the woman will now go outside to go and masturbate. And I tell you, any woman that is into masturbation, like, who is that?
Hello?
Okay, Mr.
Hello?
I'm asking, please, can you mute yourself?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Can you
Please,
hear
can
me?
you mute
Yes.
yourself? Yes, I can hear you, sir. Please, can you mute yourself,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are some situations whereby the
Okay, you
woman will
want to
say she have
contribute?
never.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Sorry. Yes, go
What
ahead.
I'm
I
in
can
a
hear you.
situation whereby what I'm in a situation whereby the woman have never climaxed in her life before. She have never climaxed before. And there's nothing you can do for her to climax. She just
There's
like
something you can
she have
actually do,
never
sir.
done it before. Hello?
Yes, there's something you can actually do, sir. If she has not gotten to that
It's not
cloud nine before in her life,
yeah
like
that
she doesn't know what
she have
it
never
means to come
climaxed
as a
before.
woman, right?
That is a normal thing to her. So what can
Okay.
you actually do to make her climb?
Okay.
Bring her to
Can I
me.
ask? Can you ask some questions? Can I ask some questions?
Yeah,
Okay. Before you people get to the stage of penetration, how is it like?
yeah.
Is there anything like foreplay, like the touching, the
There
acting
are a lot
kissing,
of
smoking?
foreplay because she do say in her previous one she have never all her relationships she have never come
She has never come
in.
before. That means
Yeah,
she
she
has
have never
she
come
has
before.
not met the right guy that will touch the right button. The day
Hope
she
she
will
was
meet
not
the
Even
right
from
circumcised.
person.
even from the person
Oh, she
that
was
is virgin.
circumcised. Oh, oh,
Yeah,
now
she
I
have
get.
never, except the
Actually,
only way she do that she can come is when she masturbate herself.
oh, she's circumcised. They
But apart
circumcised
from
her when
that,
she's young, and
but
secondly,
apart from that, she have
she's
never.
addicted. She's addicted in like she's a like she masturbates.
Yeah,
Is that what
that
it
is
is?
only when she can come. But apart from that, she have never come through intercourse.
See,
In her
the
life?
stuff is this the stuff is. Mama, can I say something?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, okay. This is what you need to understand. When it comes to intimacy, there is no one rule that that every man needs to do this for a woman to come, because every woman's body is different. Every woman's
Yeah.
body is different. So you made mention of something. You said that she does not come during penetration sex until she masturbate. Now, it's for you to ask a strategic question. Ask her, how do you masturbate and come? This simply means that she only comes during fingering. So you as a man, you need to go and learn how to finger her very well. That is one thing that will make her come. Because during
Yeah.
masturbation, she normally use her finger. So if I were you, tell her to masturbate in your front and watch the way she's doing it, and watch the way she's doing it. From there, you'll be able to use your hand to help her. So it is not every woman that come so if you have that
Penetration.
wrong mindset, you keep on doing, she will not come. I know of women
Yeah.
that they come only.
Yeah.
I know of
Yeah.
women.
We
Okay,
have. Let me say something. We have
go ahead.
discussed it before, and I'll say her doing it. The only way she can come, she don't must. Her masturbation is not through penetration. She must by touching her clitoris, just rubbing it. That is how she can. But she don't put her hand inside her vagina. She just use her hand on top of her clitoris and be rubbing it. She can rub it for like
That's what.
10 minutes, 15 before
That
she
is what I
eventually
just
before she
explained.
eventually
Yes, that's what
once
we're explaining. So this is not.
inside her this and she will never
So yes, this is what we are explaining. There is no big deal. This is not a big issue. It's for you to wash it, because whether you like it or not, every woman's body is designed differently. So you cannot actually carry what works for Miss A and go to Miss A. Their body is wired different. So you need to stick to that pattern of by using your hand. Thank you. Mama, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Also, aside the fact that you try not to be predictable, also you need to pay attention to her body response and communicate by asking questions. What do I mean by this? As you are touching her, as you people are having your intimate moments together, try and communicate by speaking. You ask her, are you good? Do you like it this way, or you want me to try? Like, try and be communicating to her so that you will know the right places to touch. Like, try and ask her questions so that you know the right places to touch. Now, to the women, this is for the women. Try not to over analyze things. What do I mean by you should try not to over analyze things? As a woman, before the man don't even come meet you, you don't they judge yourself by yourself. You'll be like, what if the man know? What if he know enjoy me, or what if he feels I'm too loose? What if he doesn't like the way I sound? It's none of your business. Just try and connect with the man. Try and connect with your spouse and enjoy the moment. Don't overstress your head with what he thinks or what he doesn't think. At that moment, the most important thing is connecting with your spouse. Try and connect with your spouse and leave every other thing. Enjoy the moment while it lasts. Now, also, don't be selfish as a woman. Don't be selfish in the sense that as a man, they give you your own. You too, try and look out for what to do for the man too. Don't be the receiver alone. Also be a giver. As the man is touching, penetrating, doing all manner. Don't just lie down there like a log of wood and you are enjoying all the goodness. He's also a human being. He deserves some
Abba.
sweetness, he deserves some goodness too. Give him too. You can write this man. There are a lot of sex positions whereby you can exercise your authority when you're on top. You can do reverse cowgirl. You can do spoon. The spoon is not the one you be on top. The reverse cowgirl, you have to be on top of the man and ride the man. Ride am as if say na horse you dey ride. Ride am as if say na bicycle you dey ride. That is if you sabi ride bicycle. Be on top. Stay in charge. Ride this man. Allow the man to enjoy the goodness in you. Don't just lie down there and you are enjoying everything. Tomorrow night, this man go outside, come go meet person wey ride am well. Oti law. The man don waka go be that. Go be like, ah, na me dey pour out all my energy. She no dey give me. It should be a win-win situation. It should be a mutual something. Please, my fellow women, more try to dey upgrade, please. And you can try as much as possible to get the G spot of a man. One thing I know for sure is one of the G spots of a man is his balls. Learn the art of handling the balls very well. Mr. Williams, why you dey laugh?
Me, I know the lie down balls. Before you break my teeth, I
You know,
beg.
like no, that make I say they need to know how to handle the balls. Not be say they go press, I can't go break the egg maybe inside. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
You get as you go take one. Like you get as you
I'm
go
a
take touch
single.
am gently. Like the way you touch the man's balls gently. No go break the yolk made dey inside though. Easy and a person family dey inside there. So gently. There is a way you touch it. There is a way you lick it. Use your mouth, not just your hands. Worship this thing with your tongue and your mouth too. There is a way you touch the thing, you lick it, you know, you feel bite am, but not be that kind of painful bite. Like there's this kind of bite you give to it that will send sensation to the man's brain and stuff like that. Also, for some men, their sensitive or G spot is back of their ear. And for some men, you need to use your tongue to run through their spinal cord just the same way the man will do for you as a woman. So let's try and know our man's G spot so that we can use it to our own advantage. You get so let me round up this topic. To round it up, I'll be giving you tips on how to explore a woman's body. Just like I've stated before about the clitoris. The clitoris, as you are working on the clitoris, don't just use just your hand. Your lips and your tongue too is a vital part of the clitoris. Like is a vital part to work on the clitoris. And your breath, there is a way you blow some kind of sensational air on the clitoris and use your tongue to play with it. It will make this woman to come faster.
Wow,
Then
really?
also be yes now. Like the way you do it, like you dey blow breeze, like you get as you go release the breeze small small on top of the clitoris before you use your
Tell
your
me
tongue
something.
wrapper.
Tell me something.
So William, so please let's try to make this thing to be sweet. Let's try to make it to be adventurous. A woman's body is an island. It needs to be explored. You need to carry adventure, follow this woman body. You get so try to know how to touch your woman, and the woman too try to know the right places to touch your man, so that at the end of the day it's going to be a win-win situation. Also, another part of a woman's body that you need to harness is the tiles. That part, e dey very sensitive oh, apart from the clitoris. That part na another crazy part wey you go touch for the woman body. I need to wrap up because it's almost 10 o'clock. For more information and more tips on how to touch a woman's body or your man's body and things, maybe something more practical, more than this verbal part, we'll be having another class. I don't know, maybe we'll hear from Mr. Williams. We'll be having another special class whereby for people that want, we'll have a very special class whereby we can share more tips, and that class is going to be practical. Probably we'll be having Dido to teach women the act of sucking dick in that special class. We will have Dido in that class to know how to teach women the act of sucking dick, and Mr. Williams can give us more light on how to touch a woman and stuff like that. So thank you, and I really appreciate you all for joining our class. I really appreciate. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on sex and how to help couples to connect back sexually. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, my mama. I really appreciate that. Was so amazing. It opens a lot of people's eyes. I really appreciate that. So before I throw more light, I would also love to add one or two, three things in related to how couples can actually build their sexual connection and satisfaction. You see, I have counseled a lot of couples from Accra, Nairobi, South Africa, Lesotho, and some other African countries based on the kind of brand I'm building. And most of their problem is always children. See, when once you start having children, be intentional with your sex life. There's what we call
Mm.
sex scheduling. You can actually schedule sex. See, children are a blessing from God, oh, but if you don't know how to handle the blessings, they can turn out to be a cost to your marriage.
Mm.
Some of you here, your sex life actually died the day children arrive. The day you gave birth to a child, it actually died because you don't actually know how to separate time for a child and time for your husband. See, you need to be intentional. Sometimes just send that your child to holiday with that big auntie, with your grandma, with your grandfather, sorry, with your mom in the village or whatever, and take some time to and take her some time to spend time with your husband. Yes, because you see a child will born, and in the next 17 and in the next 10 years of that child's life is sleeping in the middle of the bed with you. And you guys even have time to touch yourself. This is why you need to be intentional. The moment you start having a child, start planning on how to move into a one-bedroom flat, a two-bedroom flat. So that when your children are asleep, you can move to the other room and enjoy yourself. Otherwise, it will kill your sexual bonding. It will kill your sexual bonding. Number two things that I want to contribute to that can actually help you to build a sexual connection with your partner is is work on your spiritual life. Work on your spiritual life too, because it's very helpful. See, a prayerful partner, two partners that are praying together and they are bonding every morning, they wake up and pray. They have a long way to go because it will definitely help them. It will definitely help the both of you. You guys are just keeping malice there. You guys don't pray because aside from intimacy, one of the things that bond couples together is prayer. Pray together, plan together, and prepare together. It will actually help you. The final thing I want to emphasize is that you as a couple be intentional about what you are opening your mind to. A lot of people always say be open minded, but it can be you can be opening your mind to the wrong teachings, to the wrong doctrines, to the wrong philosophy. And most of the people you are listening to on social media, most of the influencers are people with trauma. Somebody will fail in their marriage and they will say marriage is a scam. And with this, they'll use this ideology to be teaching you rubbish. And you use this and apply in your marriage and you see it does not work. You see, marriage is not scam. Anything that God created is not a scam. It is actually the users, the handlers that are scam. It is the people that are involved. If you don't work on yourself, if you're not intentional, if you don't have the good strategies, the good philosophy, the good knowledge and wisdom to engage and work towards a successful marriage, you will end up seeing marriage as a scam. It's not actually a scam. It's something that God created, and anything God created is not actually a scam. So this is me telling you, open your mind to the good teachings, open your mind to the right teachings, because most of the teachings online here, they are not well balanced, they are not factual. They are not factual. And with this, if you apply to your life, it does not make sense. Okay. So this is actually Sexopedia organization. We are on a mission to make sure that people sexual health is very well in Africa. We talk about sexual health, we talk about emotional intelligence, and we talk about purpose discovery. So we are on a mission and we have a WhatsApp community. You can actually join us whenever you have issues. You can share and we'll definitely reach out to you and help you. So aside from this class that we have today, we'll be having a special class for people who are very, very serious, like people who are very intentional about their sex life. Like I've you see,
with these few years of my career, most of the people that are so intentional about their sexual health is women. I don't know, especially Ghanaian women, Nigerian women, South African women. These are a lot of women that have attracted into my space and they want to learn. Okay, look at someone like I met Mama Choma Crystal. That was in 2024. She's always learning. Anything that I post in the group and she does not understand, she will ask questions. So tell me, someone like that, how will her sex life have issue when she's learning? A lot of people are not learning, and you want magic to perform, and you want magic to come down. It won't. So you need to learn, you need to unlearn, and you need to keep on relearning. So we'll be having a special class for couples who are intentional about fixing one or two things in their sex life. The class is just 2,000 naira, very affordable. Because if I want to charge based on what I normally charge outside countries, women in South Africa, a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's too expensive," but it's just 2,000 naira. And if you are very serious, reach out to us in you can reach out to Madam Choma. She will send you the account details. You pay it, or you check the account details in the our community. Please, if you have not joined our community and you are from Miss Choma, please ask her for the link. She's going to send it to you. So I will drop the account details there so that you will join this class and we'll teach you. It's going to be a practical class. It will show you a lot of stuff. It's we don't really have much time to go deeply into these things, but we will definitely break it down to you when you come to this special class. It's going to be amazing. This is not a platform to spoil you. I used to tell people that I don't think there's someone that is spoiled like me. At age 6 and 7, I was sexually abused. At age 17, I was already a bar manager. I was already into women stuff. So I don't think there's someone that has spoiled like me. So when I'm teaching you something, I'm not teaching you something Hello, can you all hear me now? Please, can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, please, what was the last thing you heard me say? Sorry for the network, please.
Where you were directing us to Madam Choma's DM, I think, if we needed details, something along those lines.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, thank you, Vivian. So, if you actually want to join our community, just reach out to Madam Choma, or you reach out to me. We are going to send you the link to join us. And like I said before, we'll be having a special class for people who actually want to fix their sexual health, who want to learn more, and we are open to everybody, whether you are dating, whether you are single, whether you are in relationship, whether you're married. See, something you need to understand. There's a mindset that we have in Africa. People are like, why should I learn about this when I'm not yet married? No, you don't need to be in a relationship before you learn about relationship. You don't need to be in marriage before you learn about marriage. There's some things you need to prepare yourself ahead of them. I met a church brother. I met a church brother who doesn't know much about sex. I asked him, couldn't answer my question, will be like, leave this thing, what will help us? No, that is ignorant. Wear as a max. So there are so many things you need to learn and prepare yourself ahead of time. There were times in my life that I need to tell myself the truth. I told myself, I know for sure that I'm going to be a very good I'm going to be a very good husband to my wife. But the issue why? Because I'm a young man that I'm love among women. I'm very I'm very love among women. I received that motherly love, but I did not receive that fatherly love. So I told myself, how will I be able to be a good father where I did not receive fatherly love? So I need to go and learn more on parenting. So you see, learn to tell yourself the truth. Things that are not actually working for you, things that you know that you are not so good in this aspect. Pay money and learn. The real knowledge that will take you from one step to the other might not be on social media, might not be on YouTube, might be in conversations like this, might be with people who have walked through this path to actually help you. So you don't need to be Mr. and Mrs. before you learn more about marriage. Prepare ahead of time so that you have what it takes to survive when those for better for worse situation comes. So this is time for question. If you have question, please just raise your hand and ask question. I can see Miss Grace. Please go ahead or miss your mic. Please unmute your mic and ask question if you have question. I can see one hand here. Miss Grace, can you go ahead? Olumachi Grace, go ahead and ask your question. Okay, it's like she's not here. Please, if you have question, go ahead and ask your question. Otherwise, we'll just call it a day. We are here to attend to your question. Okay. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. When once it's 10:15 and there's no question, we just need to end this call so we can all go to bed and enjoy with a lovely partner if you have one. Like everything that I've teach today, please go and put into practice. So coming to class like this, coming to webinar like this does not mean that things will start working in your life. It is exposing yourself, taking actions with the knowledge is what will bring the transformation. So what brings transformation in our life is action. So you can't be say, oh, I went for Sexopedia webinar, I learned a lot. Did you put it into practice? If you did not put it into practice, there's no difference between you and someone that did not attain. So this class is recorded. I'm going to upload it on my YouTube channel. So in case that mistake can go and watch it. But please go and put it into practice. Yes. Is there a question? Please go ahead and ask your question if you have a question. Olumachi Grace, go ahead. You are raising your hand.
or is it a mistake? Abi you don't sleep?
Sir, please, I have a question.
Okay, please go ahead, Vivian.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to be part of today's class. Both you and Mrs. Chioma, because it was from her status that I got the invite, and I was like, okay, let me join in on the meeting and just hear and listen to know what it's about. Unfortunately I didn't join in on time because we had a bit of life issue, but I was able to gain a couple of things. My question is, does somebody's history, like previous history, sexual history, do you think that it can affect um, um, present a relationship, like multiple partners, so is there a place for abstinence in this? Is there a benefit that abstinence play in all of this? Because just even researches online, having multiple partners or sexual histories can also affect even your is it productivity now in a relationship. I'm looking at it even from a Christian angle. Do you think it plays a role when somebody has? I'm not want to judge somebody's previous lifestyle and all, but do you think that there is a need for abstinence and balance, so to say? Because if you have given person A, person B, all these experiences have gathered, and then you are now meeting this person that may not be at the same level that you are at, and then you are comparing, you are now saying, I'm not satisfied. I don't know if my question is making sense. You are now putting that pressure on that person because you have gathered like 10 different people's experiences and now expecting this one person. So maybe he's two over 10, so to say, and then that can also cause friction in marriage. I will appreciate your guidance in this regard. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Vivian, for that question. Let me ask you one question again, if I can give you answer to that. Which industry are you into? Like, which industry do you operate in?
Okay, I'm a regulator. I'm into compliance,
Regulator.
basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Can we hear me, please? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh yes, it's a lot better now. I can hear. Hello.
Can you hear me now? Sorry for. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Can hear you
Okay.
now.
We can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, like I, you see, all these stuff when you're exposed to this stuff, it can help how the person is to treat the next partner because the way how to be treated in their past relationship. There are some people that you are dating from and they are pouring their past frustration on you as the next partner. So what you need to understand is that when someone has multiple partners, it don't have it to side effect also that, but it is not something that is all that a big red flag. It is something that actually be work on, even when the person is teachable. Like so, you see all the having multiple partners, it builds you having unexpected and this sorry it builds up you having high expectation from your partner that is even having more to know about sex. You see, because it's not everybody that is the same frequency of knowledge about sex. Like I can talk about situation in the and I'm not there because it's something that I focus my life to learn on. So you also made mention of it and it does something like benefit of it. Yeah, it is very good. It is very, very good. It is very, very good. But according to the plan of sex, it was not designed for someone to abstain for two people, both a man
No
and a
go
woman. So you see, it was not designed for you to stay long from because sex is actually part of is actually part of the image. When God said, let us create man our own image. This thing is actually part of God's image. It is actually designed for you to stay too long away from it. Because abstinence is good. It's very, very good. I'm not against that. It's very, very good. But if you cannot abstain, then you can actually involve yourself in a healthy relationship, healthy
Please, there's a
ones.
whole back.
You stick and you stick to your partner. So this is what I have to say. So Vivian, I don't know if I've answered your question. Do you still want me to throw more light? Have you gotten clear?
So it's been breaking for the most part of it, and there's a bit of a whole back. But if the part I heard was fair enough. But if you throw
Mm,
more light, I really don't mind. Because why I'm asking is because
mm,
the people's previous experiences, I have had some conversations with a couple of my friends, and then they
mm,
are like, I wish say I not even do this stuff because of in quotes the trauma that it has built up in them, so to say.
mm,
Of course, most relationships don't work out. Nobody enters a relationship and assumes that they will break up or they will be fighting and all. But they also let me know that they wish they didn't open this part of them because it's more than even taking off clothes, right? It's bonding with this person. You are building connections with this person. I was speaking with somebody that is still a virgin, you get, and the person was like, me I go even if no be marriage, but I go, oh, the whole back is definitely.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead, Vivian.
Hello, can you hear me?
yes,
Yes, we
go
can
ahead.
hear you.
Okay, so the person was like, oh no, I go taste before I enter, and then I said, how many you fit taste? If I haven't tasted Pepsi, for instance, I can't compare it. When I say, when I taste something else, I'll say, this thing is tasting like Pepsi, it's reminding me of Pepsi. I don't know if I'm making sense. And then those, like I said, it's more than an act. You are even sometimes when you are not in the act anymore, when you are even in another relationship, most times if we are being honest, you say, hey, this person not dey treat like this or that person B, person A, oh, this person not dey touch like somehow they. So imagine if it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 experiences that you have had previously. Is there a way of, is it
Mm,
clearing the mind? Now of course you not fit erase am, it's not like a computer. Is there a way of reconstructing the mind to say, how can I, because you are putting pressure on this new person. Maybe this person self is only one or two, or is even a JJC. so to say. You are there putting mounting pressure on this person. So I didn't really, I wasn't very um I'm not sure I was very clear when you spoke, of course, because of the break in transmission as well. I'm not sure I got it honestly.
Karina, can I speak on this?
Yes, say something before Ghana. Go ahead, Mama.
Okay. I think I understand what she's trying to say as a Christian, right?
Okay.
Just like our holy book says, he said marriage is honorable, bed undefined, right? So let's assume that we have two persons, a male and a female, and this woman has, or the guy has tasted a lot of people. They've had a lot of sexual fantasies, sexual experience, and now they want to like um they, they have somebody they want to get married to. They want to abstain from sex, anything called sex, till they get married. Fine, it's good to abstain from sexual activities. It's fine, but you guys must discuss about sex. Have a conversation about sex. In that conversation, let the person know that you've already have um, sexual experiences. That is when good communication comes in the sense that you have to explain to the person. That good communication, you need to be vulnerable to that person. You need to tell the person about your past. You need to tell the person about your fears. You need to tell the person about your dreams. You need to tell the person about your insecurity. Be vulnerable to that person, let it out. And you that they are telling these things, listen. That's when active listening comes in. I made mention of these things when I was taking the class from the beginning. That's when active listening comes in. As you are active in listening to what this person is saying to you, that is not a time for you to judge that person. Try to be open. Try to have a better understanding. Try to have an open mindset whereby you don't need to judge this person because of their past. Let bygone be bygone, and learn to build with this person so that when you people get married, because of the conversations you've had, you will know how to meet up to the standard of this person. Though it might take time before that person gets to your level, or the before the libido matches up with your own libido. You just need to, it's a gradual process which you need to do in love and in correction. That is why you need to practice that act of communication. Communication is the key. Communication is everything. When the person is touching you the way you don't want them to touch you, you say, no, dear, that is not the way you should. Why not try it like this? You teach that person. You teach that person in love, and you that they are teaching, have the an open heart. Don't be like, why should they teach me what I go do and stuff? No, 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 no. You people need to work together. You people need to work hand in hand. So thank you so much, Miss Vivian. I don't know if I answered your question.
Oh yes, thank you. Of course, before you joined in, I had apologized because I didn't join in from the beginning, so I didn't know this communication part was. So this helps a lot, really and truly. And because everybody is not a Christian, that's the truth, So I was what you've explained also helps me also knowing how to communicate to even non-Christians, just even for the sake of being responsible individual. Some people are also coming from trauma as well. I mean, like abuse and the rest. So if that's what they have tasted, most of them even like domineering relationships, But I totally get the communication part, and this will help me greatly as well, even in my circle of friends.
Maybe what we'll do is maybe on the platform. Miss Vivian, I will send you the link to our WhatsApp platform. Maybe I will drop
Okay,
not all the notes. I'll drop some part of the things we discussed today. I'll drop it on the platform so that maybe
thank you,
later you
sir.
can go through it.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, add one thing to because Mama Chama said something. You see, one thing about telling people about your past, you need to be very strategic because it's not everybody that has an evolved mindset to accommodate your past. It is not everybody that has a very strong mindset to accommodate your past without judging you.
There are some people that you tell them your past, and that will be the last day to talk to you. So when you're telling somebody your past, to be very, very strategic. At least you need to build a level of intimacy and know how a person handles uncomfortable conversation before you can even say your past. Let's say, for example, as a lady, your body count is probably like, let's say like 15, and a man asks your body count, and you got to say 15. Ah, not be everything you go tell a man. Oh. There are some things you need to let go. There are some things you need to let them to be in ghetto. So I like to, in COVID
Yeah, what
19, in
happened to
COVID
baby
19,
dies dead?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just allow some things to be there. So I also advise some women, some close to me. I said, if the body count is like 10, and a man asks you how many is it, just man three. Yes.
Or two.
Like what?
Maybe all the
So
story
what
you
is it
dey
of you
give
telling
now.
some? Yes, what is it of telling someone I did it, I did it? No, 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 no. There's no sense. During the COVID 19, I met a lady. And all of a sudden she now started telling me that she has done 4 abortions. And before you know, she started getting detached from me. Whenever she see me, she will avoid me. So when I called, I said, "What? Why are you behaving like?" She said, "I felt as if you would judge me. Me judge you. You use that thing with me. I don't do." And I'm saying to you, this girl was like, she was not even up to 9 years old, but she has done like 4 abortions. I told her, "No, I cannot. I cannot abuse you. I cannot judge you, but." Just be careful. Don't do it again. If you cannot hold yourself, make sure that everything is protective. So, I, a lot of the time, if you come on social media, they'll tell you, tell somebody, pastor, see, be all of the kind of past you are telling people. Because something you will tell somebody about your life, the person has not evolved and he will able to accommodate it. See, if I should give you my phone, your head can blow. Every day I receive messages from women complaining about their past to me. There are so many people's secrets that I will carry to the grave. If you watch my content, you never see me come online and say, I was talking to so person. I don't use all those things. I do content. There are so many people that in my community that if I die today, I'll carry a secret to my grave because I have built my mind to be able to accommodate people's secrets because I'm building myself in this counseling stuff. So please, Vivian, if you meet someone that you love so well, I'm not really interested in your past. I don't care to know how your past was, but please be careful before you can tell somebody deep things about your life. See, know the person mindset. Otherwise, that will be the last thing the person will ever talk to you. Like I know my that you cannot use your hand and spoil your level. Because it takes time for people to evolve. Whether you like it or not, growth is not all about age. Growth is all about people learning every day. So someone can be growing in age, but the person is not growing mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and other. So be intentional.
Mhm.
And hope this has blessed you, right?
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Welcome. Please, is question so that we can call it a day. Almost since 8:30 to 10 to something. It's a lot. We don't try.
Abeg make dem talk because me I wan go knack this night.
Stop now. Stop now. You self.
So after una talk
Okay.
all this
Please.
extra finish, wetin una expect?
Hey, you know better. Don't worry. So please, is there any question? Please join our community. I don't know how you get the link. Told that person to just send you the link. You can reach out to me inbox. You can reach out to me inbox, please, so that we can continue learning. Like I said before, having a special class to join. It is just 2,000 naira and will teach you a lot of stuff. So thank you so much for joining this conversation. We really appreciate. And next month we are bringing something more deeper, something dynamic, something more sweet. And trust me, I am Mama Choma. We are always here to attend to your question. We are always here to support you and help you. Thank you so much, everyone. Mama Choma, I
Thank you,
really
sir.
appreciate
Thank you,
you
sir, for
for
the
coming to
privilege.
for being. Thank you so much, Mama. And I won't fail to appreciate Edima, Basi, and Chinedu. Oh my God. These people stay from the
They were
beginning
the
to
first
the
person
end.
to join.
honestly, and Joy, especially Chinedu. Oh my God! Since like my network will carry me out and will still bring me back, but Chinedu is still on the call. I really appreciate Chinedu. If everyone can be like Chinedu when I did my best, this war will not have a problem because I feel as if they are learning a lot, and that is why they are staying. If we can have this kind of mindset, we will not have problem in our life. Yes, problem will come, but the problem is coming. Are we creating opportunities to go and learn? But it's not just about complain. Are you learning? So thank you so much, Edima. Thank you, Chinedu. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please go and put all these things into practice. Okay? Thank you. I love you all. Bye.
All right, thank you, sir. Good night, everybody. To the married people, please go and knock this night. So, thank you.
Singles, what's in the
Please go and hug your pillow. Don't do anything, no.
they play. Okay, now bye bye everyone. Please don't forget to join our community. Enjoy. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.